Hello beautiful people and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Honestly, it feels so surreal that I'm finally able to say welcome back. So for those of you who are new, my name is Yharnna and I'm a full-time artist sharing my creative journey with you guys. Also, I just wanted to add thank you so much for all of you that watched my last video. It was actually officially my first ever long form video on YouTube, so thank you. And for those of you who have subscribed and excited to see my journey, again thank you so much. So just like the last video, I am just going to do a deep dive into exactly what we're going to be painting today. You can probably see the wall behind me is extremely blank, as in a blank white wall with very little to no personality at all. I am actually quite embarrassed to admit it is actually my living room space. I know you'd never think an artist would have no artwork in their living room, but today we are going to be creating a piece of artwork for my living room, which I am incredibly excited for. So guys, I'm just going to be completely honest with you. I have actually just taken a few days out from this piece just to reflect and work out what I need to add, what needs to change. So you may or may not have realised that I've actually added in texture towards the centre part. My reason for this is that I just wanted to add a lot more depth and contrast between the colours. I do want this piece to be overall quite light. That's typically the vibe that I'm going with. I want more of like a dark to light graduation here to be a lot more white. I'm going to add a lot more gold, but more of like a champagne gold. I do think too much of this brighter gold can be a bit overkill. I want to add elements of grey, taupe and white, but I feel like I just needed the texture to get that smooth blend, so that is the reason why I added in more texture. And it's just taken a few days to just think about and actually decide what I want to do. Normally I do the pieces quite intuitively and just kind of go as I go along, but it was just, as I was doing it, I was like, something's missing, and I think the part that was missing to the puzzle was actually the texture. So I'm gonna crack on. I'm actually just going to buff it in right now. To be fair, The main advantage of actually working with oils is the fact that they take long to dry if you use the right medium. I think I did actually start with linseed oil, but then I added in the Liquitex original, which obviously just speeds up the drying process. So it's kind of like starting from scratch again. I think I might actually need to add some linseed oil. So she is finished. I'm not gonna lie, this painting did take me a lot longer than anticipated, just under 2 weeks, which for a piece like this is probably quite long, but I'd be lying if I said that I didn't hit a stumbling block. I kept hitting this blank wall, and it was to do with the color composition of the piece, how it went from light to dark, but then I didn't want it too dark, but I just needed to tie in all the colors. Anyways, my creators will know sometimes you really just need to take a step away from the painting, whether it's for 1 or 2 days, do something completely different just to take your mind off it. And I promise you, when you return, all the dots which were not aligning and joining, suddenly they will all be joined, they will be aligned, they will be in unison, whatever you want to call it, and everything will make sense. And that's exactly what happened with this piece. I just needed to take some time away, and when I stepped back, everything made sense, and I am so elated with the end result. So without further ado, I'm going to introduce you to my latest addition to my front room.